Hey guys, Team of Duelist here, and today we have something I decided to build kind of more or less for fun, and that is Rock Stun. Don't really know why I really wanted to build this. I actually decided to bring it today to my locals, and before I had to drop out because of work, I was almost running late, I had to drop and lost my last match. But before then, I was going 2-0, 2-0 the entire time. So, just shows pretty much how good this deck is. I was facing a Yusenju deck, and, well, this one really didn't count because he was a new guy, and he really didn't have a strong competitive deck, so really, he couldn't really beat this really too well. But, he almost won the second duel because pretty much I just open up with just like that. Just like pretty much all that, and just like, wow, nothing to play. So let's get into the deck profile. I run 3 Overload. If you guys don't know what Overload or any of the Quackimera monsters do, all of them are pretty much you reveal any rock monster, which almost this entire deck is rock. You can reveal a rock monster and it'll stop them from being destroyed at the end phase. And then each of the rock monsters all have the effect, different effect really, to stop the opponent. Pretty much Overload is a soul morning in its own sense, but instead you don't have to pay 2,000 life points, and it's any monster, so it's really good. People were really getting pissed off with Overload here. He is by far the best monster in the deck of the Quackimeros. So 3 Overload. Next up, we got the next best is Guardian. The next better of the Quackimera monsters. Same thing with him, except that this time he is monster effects. So just tribute him off and negate and destroy a monster effect. Like negate, tribute him off, negate, summon. So yeah, you relatively can only use them once, but with Rapidity inside this deck, you can just keep bringing these guys right back from the graveyard constantly, which pisses the opponent off. Crazy. So monster effects. Next up is spells. I really didn't have to use Wall too much today. There was one duel I really wanted Wall, but I was able to beat him in enough time to me not really have to worry about the spells. But Wall's still there. He's really good no matter what. And you need him too. Last but not least, we have the Sandman. Kind of the more cooler of the artworks, I think, in my own opinion, is Sandman. Bring it up a little closer to the camera. Kind of a cooler artwork, I think. Sandman is Trap Monster. Trap monster. He is traps. All you have to do is just trip him off, negate and trap. Even if your opponent like chains Bottomless to his summon, negate and destroy it. Sandman would not be in the graveyard. Bottomless has been negated. I had to do that in a deep prison today with Sandman, so he really came in handy today. Now it's all for the Quackimera monsters. Now pretty much for the MVP of this entire damn deck. Triple Blocko. This guy has saved my butt countlessly today. Here, I'll read him for you. If all monsters in your graveyard are Earth, you can tribute this card to target 2 level 4 or lower rock-type monsters in your graveyard, except Block Golem. Special summon those targets, but the effects that activate on the field cannot be activated this turn. So, really, normal summon him, ditch him off to special summon any of these guys. Their effects cannot be activated on the field, but that really doesn't matter because the only effect that activates on the field is by cost effect. So, let's say you're activating Trap card, this is the turn I use Block on. I'm just like, oh, well, I really don't like that. I can still chain to that for the activation. Tribute him by cost, and his effect still finishes off in the graveyard. So I actually had somebody rage quit on me from Block Golem today because they just thought that was just ridiculous. I can go, oh, Block Golem, ditch, get 2 monsters, you try and do anything, I can still stop it, even though their effects are supposed to be negated. It's pretty good though. I really love Block Golem. And really though, it's only that turn, so it's not really too major anyways if you don't need to use it. It's just 2 free special summons. It's just stupid. Next up, for a little bit more hand consistency, I have 3 Maxi. I'm still going between Maxi, wow, Card D, I mean. Still thinking going between Card D or Reckless Greed. Not too sure yet. I think Card D is a little bit better because today I was facing the Senjus, and my opponent was actually running like Waboku and Threatening Roar and stuff. So it's like after he just did that, I was like, main phase 1 still, like normal summon. Ditch it, still not doing anything, draw 2 free cards. Was pretty good. So I think Card D is going to be staying in here for a little bit. Next up, we have the Fossil Dynas. Fossil Dyna wasn't really used too much today because of all the special summon monsters I had to face. Was none. There was no special summon monsters at all on either side of the field. The Senjus were only normal summoning all their monsters, so he really came kind of useless in a sense. Last but not least, the most trolly rock of them all, Grand Mole, because he's rock and bounce. Really good card. That's it for the monsters. I think that is 18 monsters. Now for the spells. Can't run it without Diamond Core of Quackimero. This card is just a stupid search engine. Just search any of your Quackimeros. Just get it to your hand and just instant plays. It's just so good. I actually didn't have to use its second effect anyways this entire duel. Any of my duels today because I kind of forgot. Wasn't even needed either. Nothing really too much said about that. I'm not special summoning too much in this deck, so 3-pod duality. I mean, I can special summon with the Block Golem, but I generally don't have to if I don't have any like comfortable plays in my hand anyways. If I don't have a good hand in my don't have a good plan in my hand, I'll just probably drop the pod duality. Next up, we have 2 MST. This was kind of a goof up. I was actually wanting to run 3, but me building my deck in kind of a hurry today kind of miscounted on some things. Like, oh, I wanted 3 MSTs and take something out of my deck to replace it. I kind of forgot. So today, though, I really didn't even need it. So go 2, go 3. It's all to you. We got the Double Dark Hole because it's semi. You can have 2. Now, like I said before with the MSTs, I kind of was in a hurry. So I kind of forgot my Regeki. So instead with that, I kind of had some other trap cards in here that's not normally in my deck. Now, I actually had to borrow some things today, and since I was in a hurry, I couldn't give them back. So I had to borrow the Seal of Orichalcos and Snatch Steel today. I don't know where my Snatch Steel is, so I can't really... I had just to borrow one. But I don't have Seal of Orichalcos, so I'm interested if anybody has this card for trade. I think we actually need a couple, truthfully. So the Seal of Orichalcos is really stupid in this deck. Generally, you don't actually have special summon monsters on the field, so you're just like, oh, drop this, have your monsters gain 500 attack, and it's just stupid. And Snatch Steel's kind of, well, it's illegal. Let's go to the traps. Self-explanatory with Call Upon It. Call Upon It with Block Golem is just, instead of 1 free monster, it's now 2. It's stupid. Because you don't care about monster effects on the field anyways. Skill Drain. I mean, any of my Quackimero effects still go off. All the mandatory ones or cost ones. So mandatory to reveal still goes through. If I still want to negate something, it still costs. Skill Drain has no effect on it whatsoever. And hurts a lot of other decks. Here's the cards that I was supposed to be MST Regeki. Kind of put these in earlier on the time of the week and kind of forgot to take them out. So, had this card in it, had no use at all today. I drew it a couple times, all it was there for was MST fodder. Double Mirror Force, because why not? Because, oh, just killer monsters. And last but not least, Soul Morning. I didn't actually want to run Soul Morning. I wanted to run a third Mirror Force, but I couldn't find any at the time, so I'm running 2. So Soul Morning. That's the main deck. It's got extra deck, and I'll try and speed this up a little bit more. Gemini Pearl, because he's 26 beater. Emerald, because I like my monsters. A Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Can't really see it too well right there. I think you can see it. Because I like that. Extra boost. Cowboy for the bullshit wins. Diamond Direwolf, because sometimes you just need to get rid of your own monsters. Number 50, because people do run lower than 2100 attacks. Mace Stroke, kind of self-explanatory in that. Crazy Box, because I kind of ran out of force. And I just kind of want to go for the lulls. Never actually used it though. Just more or less a space holder. Photon Palop, not a bad card. Number 103, just in case if they were running anything that had big attack bonuses like Bujins. Heartland Draco for direct attacks. 101, because 101. Self-explanatory again. Exiton for Exiton, because it's just Exiton, you need it. Castell, because cheese and pizza, this guy's amazing. And last but not least, Abyss Dweller for Shadalls or Mermails. Anyways, guys, sorry this took a little bit longer than normal. This is my Rockstone deck, and I hope you guys like it. Bye.